Hello guys, how are you doing? This is your Dr. Vandari Shiva. In this video, we are going to discuss about the best habits to follow to lead a happy life. Okay? Yes. The first and foremost thing is be that early to bed and early to rise person. So when you are actually doing so, when you are actually waking up with more energy, you can do things with more, energetically and more effectively and productively. Okay. So basically, let us say if you are waking up early, let us say you are sleeping every day at 11 o'clock and waking up at 5 o'clock. So which is nothing but 6 hours. These 6 hours, if you can sleep properly, that is good enough, and maybe you can extend it 1 more hour. So, for example, 6 hours you are sleeping every day, and that timing is fixed. So, remaining 18 hours, you can actually plan your work according to this 18 hours. You have 18 hours for sure, and you have to complete that work within this 18 hours. So, you will work productively first thing. And let us say if you are waking up at maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, that means you're sleeping at also at late night. Let us say one day 2 o'clock, another day 3 o'clock, another day 10 o'clock. This kind of irregular sleeping patterns can drain your energy and also can diminish your productivity. So try to have proper sleeping cycles. Actually, every day you have to try to sleep at the same time, try to wake up at the same time, and thereby you can enhance your productivity and you can lead a happy life. The first and foremost thing after waking up you can do is making a to-do list. Okay, in first 1 hour, if you can divide this 1 hour into three different patterns like 20, 20 and 20. In the first 20 minutes, if you can do this to-do list, so to-do list contains of minimum of 5 important things that you need to do on the day. Okay, so just plan important things that you need to do that day, and try to execute them effectively and for sure. Then what happens, or every day you are completing 5 different things, so in 365 days into 5, it's going to be a very good number. So and that's going to boost your confidence a lot. And you have, after end of the day, after completing before the sleep, just try to look at this to-do list and just cross it off. Then as soon as you are crossing one by one or maybe clearing one by one, that is going to give you a lot of confidence. So just try it once and let us see. So the first 20 minutes you please make a to-do list, and next 20 minutes you can actually read a book. Reading a book is going to help a lot. We are going to discuss about that little later. Next 20 to 30 minutes you can do the physical activity like walking, running, or doing an exercise or playing a badminton or something like that. So let us discuss about one by one. Now, as soon as you wake up after doing the to-do list, you can start facing the book instead of Facebook. What does it mean? Not only Facebook, you can also consider Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or other news channels, or WhatsApp also. Okay, so if you just try to avoid these things as soon as you wake up and try to read at least 20 minutes in a day, so it is going to increase your knowledge and also give you some wisdom. Okay, so please practice this on a daily basis. And at the end of the year, you feel a lot of books you must have completed, and that's going to give you a lot of confidence. Okay, I have this much of knowledge, I have this much of wisdom. So this is the one of the most important things we can actually do. Next, the next 20 to 30 minutes, as I have discussed in the first 1 hour schedule, you can do exercise or walking or running for the next 30 minutes. Okay, now, by doing so, what are the advantages? Is that you can reduce the high blood pressure, cholesterol, and thereby you can control the blood flow in the body, and we can reduce the pressure, anxiety, and depression. And also because of all this we can improve our mental and physical health. Finally, we can also avoid getting diseases, chronic diseases like Alzheimer's, heart attack, sugar, BP, all these diseases. Okay, if you are not having any of these diseases, you will lead definitely a happy life, isn't it? Next, drinking lots of water. So most of us underestimate the power of water. So 70% of our body contains water content. If suppose if you're not drinking sufficient amount of water every day, minimum 3 to 5 liters of water is a must thing for each and every human body, human being. Now, and you should not take a 1 liter at a stretch. You can take a minimum of 250 ml to 300 ml at a stretch. So if you take too much of water, then what happens? It is going to stop your basically this um, digestion process is going to be affected if you are taking more water. So try to take a sufficient amount of water, 300 to 250 to 300 ml at a stretch, and do it after every 20 to 30 minutes regularly. Then at the end of the day, you will feel a lot of energy. And if you are not drinking sufficient water, then you tend to get dehydrated, and thereby you lose you don't have energy. You feel that you don't have energy at the end of the day itself. Okay, so please try to have sufficient water. Next, this is also one of the underrated things, having a pleasant face. We, most of us, we think that I'm not beautiful or I'm not handsome, but even though maybe we are black or maybe we are not good enough in lookings and all that, but we can always maintain a pleasant face. What do I mean by that? Just try to smile, looking at yourself and looking at your friends or colleagues, whoever, or relatives, whoever is there in your environment. Then what happens when you are smiling? The oxytocin levels are going to be released in your brain, so you'll be looking more pleasant, and you can do a lot of things, lot of work done by the end of the day. First thing, and also by maintaining a pleasant face, we can also create a wonderful and pleasant environment in our workplace. So which is really awesome, isn't it? And eating healthy food at least 6 days a week. So at least 6 days try to eat vegetables, fruits, and which has a lot of water content and proteins, vitamins, and all these things. Okay, and try to avoid eating junk foods like pizza, burger, cool drinks, ice cream, fast food, and all these things. So by doing so, your body will be thankful for you, as it cannot digest all these cooked foods too much. So addict yourself to this vegetables and fruits and all these things. So by that you are going to live long enough. Okay. Next, most of us are busy being busy in our daily life. Try to spend some quality time with yourself every day. So what does it mean? So let us say after office hours, let us say at 5 o'clock, 5 to 6, in between, let us say nearly 20 to 30 minutes, if you can sit yourself in a single place and try to introspect what you have done on the day, and are things going work out properly? If things are not working properly, what might have gone wrong, and all these things you can think of. And after this 1 hour, after this 30 minutes, you should forget about all these things. Okay, and all these worries you should forget about. Okay. Next, and most of us actually in that process will be thinking, overthinking. So try to avoid this overthinking. So what does it mean? So if you are thinking over, then what happens? You are draining your energy, and you're going to drain your motivation levels also. It's not working out. I can't do it, and all these things. So there is no point of overthinking. Instead of that, start acting or working on the things that you need to do. That makes a lot of difference in daily basis. And also try to avoid procrastination. What is procrastination? So most of us busy being busy, and we'll be chatting in the phone or doing something in the phone, and we'll be always addicted to the phone, and we always make excuses. I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow, I'm feeling lazy, next time I'll do it, I'm so tired, I'm bored of doing all these things. So all these things is together is called procrastination. So at the end of the day, you say that I'll do this thing later, not now, I'll do it later. This kind of behavior is called procrastination. So we can actually avoid it by saying no, I'll do it now, not later. So this is going to enhance your productivity, and it's going to give you a lot of fruit in the latter stage. Next, developing soft skills means, what are the soft skills? Are communication skills. We should know how to communicate with people, and we should also know how to talk to other personnel, which are in our workspace or maybe outside anywhere. So if you don't know that, actually we are going to face a lot of difficulties. And we should know how to speak in public, or maybe if there is any public gathering or maybe any meeting, we should be able to speak without any tension or pressure. That is also important. Leadership qualities. So you should be able to lead the people, I mean team of people. So you should know how to lead the people and all that. Next, conflict management. If there are two things, you should be able to decide what to be done, what needs to be avoided, and what can be done later, what should be done now. This is called conflict management. And decision making. So we should be good at making decisions. I mean, whether should I do it or not. If I do it, what will happen? I mean, you should be able to decide what has to be done, and what has to be avoided. Next, time management. This is one of the important things. We'll discuss about this later. Stress management. So most of us will be definitely having stress because of this pandemic, or maybe work pressure and work from home and all these things. So definitely we have a lot of pressure and stress. So we should know we can't avoid it for sure. It is inevitable. So what we need to do is we need to know how to manage this stress. That's it. So these are some soft skills we need to know so that we can lead a happy life. Next, learning new languages. So let us say in India, there are many languages, and out of which, apart from your mother tongue, if you can learn English and Hindi, and apart from that one South Indian language, if you know there's at least 3 to 4 languages, you can actually wherever you are placed, you can be leading your life without any tension or without any pressure. You can, and actually let us say in your workspace there are 4 to 5 people which are from different states of India, then you should be able to get acquainted with all the people. So if you know the different languages, you'll feel comfortable with them, and they'll also feel comfortable with you, and it will be a wonderful place to work with, right? Next, knowing how to manage the time. So this is one of the most important things India is lagging behind. So if suppose if there is a meeting at 10 o'clock, most of us will turn up at 10:15, 10:30, something like that. If all of us maintain the time properly, then definitely make sure that we can make sure that India will be the developed country, not developing country for lifelong. Okay, so try to manage this time. So try to be on time. If you can't be on time, be there early, as Robin Sharma says. So I do follow this. It gives a lot of confidence in your latter stage. So try to maintain the time, and it's a very good thing actually to maintain. Next, what is Pomodoro technique? So Pomodoro technique is nothing but it's a very powerful and effective productive technique. So if you want to improve your productivity, you can use this Pomodoro technique. So how to do it? The first and foremost step is nothing but we need to choose a task. What we need to do. So for that, you need to take an alarm, and we need to set timer of 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, once this timer beeps, we can stop working, and we can take a short break of 3 to 5 minutes. You can take a hot water, or maybe black tea or black coffee, or maybe you can just take a wet cloth and just wash your face, or maybe wipe your face with wet cloth. Okay, so that you can do in 3 to 5 minutes, and after 3 to 5 minutes again you have to set you have to take this alarm again. You have to set the timer and repeat the cycle at least 4 to 5 times, and you can take after 4 to 5 times you can take a break of 1 hour. Okay, so then again start this Pomodoro once again. So this is the most effective and productive thing. I have tried it, it worked out for me. So because of this I could publish nearly 21 publications in my 7 years of research tenure, so which is actually a very good number. You can also try it out. Next, most of us actually out of ego we cannot appreciate or encourage people who are actually doing a good job or great job. So let us say if suppose in our office or maybe in our workspace, if people are doing their job very neatly and they are actually helping other people and all that, we should appreciate them and we should encourage them. Thereby what happens, actually they feel glad, they'll be feeling glad to work with the people like you, and it will be a wonderful place to work with the people like you. Okay, so try to appreciate people by keeping your ego aside. Maybe he may be a subordinate, maybe your senior or whoever it is, or maybe your same level kind of employee, but try to encourage them or appreciate them. It's going to enhance your relation between each other. And most of us actually are very bad at listening, and we are good at talking, and we should do it other way around. So we should actually listen with carefully, and what other people are saying, you have to listen carefully and as much as possible. And thereby we should talk less. Whatever we are talking, it should make sense. Otherwise we should better stop talking, it doesn't, if it doesn't make any sense. Okay. Next, we should also be able to self introspect ourselves before taking any decision. Let us say you are about to take any decision, then you should think of whether I can do it. If I do it, what will happen? If I can't, I mean, if I don't do it, what will happen? So this kind of introspection you should do. You should make it for yourself. And let us say after doing that work, you got a failure. Okay, if success, it's okay. If it is a failure, then you should introspect yourself. Okay, what might have gone wrong? What is the possible reasons for this failure? You should be able to avoid those things in the next time, and we should remember that we should not commit the same mistake once again that we have committed already. Okay, so let us do this self introspection thing clearly, which is going to take us a long run. Next, helping the less privileged people. Like let us say if you find any people around you who are actually I mean suffering from hunger, or maybe they can't feed themselves and all that, try to feed them by giving the money, or maybe money is not a good thing, but you can feed them by giving the food itself, and all that. And maybe if there is any needy fellow who can't eat, or maybe when there's a person who definitely are desperately needs your help, if you can help, please try to help them. So actually the whole world is actually is lagging behind on this. If we can help each other, the world will be definitely a better place to live with, isn't it? Next, this is the most important thing, as many of us actually tend to underestimate this. See, as Warren Buffett says, we need to know how to save first, and then later we have to spend the money. Okay, so that is the first thing, we need to save the money first. Very good. Now after saving, if you don't know how to invest that money, then that money will be constant, it doesn't increase on itself. So then you have to work whole your life to, I mean, you can't get determined, you can't enjoy your life. So if you want to enjoy your latter stage, maybe at the end of your maybe at the elder stage, or maybe at the age of 60 or so, you should definitely know how to invest by I mean, you can invest in many ways, like trading, mutual funds, shares, FD, I mean fixed deposit, recurring deposit, or finance, or maybe cheats. So you can do any of this and try to invest the money. Okay, so if you are doing so, later stage actually you are going to I mean, if you have money when your health is not good, or maybe at the, I mean, when you can't work at the age of 60 or so, you can use this money and have a beautiful and peaceful life. Okay, and last and foremost thing, you need to follow all these points. These small steps will definitely be able to will definitely able to move things around and takes you long enough in your journey. Thank you very much for your kind attention. So please do not forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. So thank you very much for your kind attention once again.